today. All right. So today we have a flight from Barter Island to Deadhorse. I hope that we are not dead once we try to land. And also, I don't want to kill any horses. So let's see. When I looked in the simulator, it for the first time looks like we actually. Okay, well, this is just fog. So let me open it so it clears. Okay, but I will. It actually looks like we do have weather today and we have clouds, so maybe it might be a proper IFR flight for once. But anyway, let's review the weather officially. If I load METARs and halves, I can see that currently we have 4 statute miles of visibility, or more precisely speaking, we had this 40 minutes ago. That means that it's in the simulator now. We have overcast at 3,400 and we have some minus temperatures there. Pressure is slightly above average, but that's fine. It doesn't have any forecast, but our destination does have. We have 3 statute miles of visibility, mist and broken layer of 3,500 and overcast 4,500. With the forecast, this is the next day, so in about 6 hours or so, it should slightly, like it should become better. Quick question for the start. Does this forecast require us legally to file an alternate airport or not?
Let's see.
Just quick knowledge test.
No, I don't think so. It's more than 3,000 ceiling. Sorry, more than 2,000 ceiling, and more or equal free statute miles. So it's right on the edge.
Right on the edge. Is it smart not to file an alternate? No.
It's very much not smart.
Yes. Okay, so we'll file one and we'll try to see. I tried to see if this one has like better conditions, and currently it does, and I believe it should not really get any worse. And of course, you can divert also to places which you have not filed. It's not like mandatory to keep to those. You just do whatever to keep yourself safe. You pack enough fuel and so on. Today, obviously, we have these layers, we have minus temperatures, so defreezing or anti-ice equipment is needed. Of course, I don't have anything like that on my plane, so I will pretend icing is not an issue for me by turning that setting off. But you do yours, I believe, Christian, at least you fly an aircraft that actually has some de-icing, so you might.
Ice only. It's not for flight to known icing conditions.
Ah, okay.
But I wish to ignore that.
Yes. So we all know that in the real life we would just leave the airport, go for some coffee, but here we can fly, so that's fine. Let's review the winds that we have, and first surface winds. Here we have winds from the east, so we will probably depart to the east and then turn back. And here we have winds kind of from the north, and also we had this, I believe it was from 310, so we'll review what runways we have available very shortly. If I look at this and minimum some kind of altitude, yeah, it's 2000, so we can fly fairly low. So if it comes to that, we can even legally fly below the clouds if that ceiling holds along the way. So it depends if we want to get into the clouds or not. I believe for training we might, because it's a good training to try to keep flying in the IMC conditions. So for myself, I will actually climb a little higher for this. And I believe that we are going westbound, so that's gonna be even thousands. So I guess 6,000 is a good altitude for me. So I will review winds at 6,000 feet. And we have some winds from the south actually. So Here is something that we need to pay attention to. At 6,000 feet, we have winds from the south. At 3,000 feet, we have winds from the east, and at surface here we have winds from the north. So we might expect some kind of, I don't want to say wind shears, but wind direction changes, and we should be prepared for that. In the simulator, it will probably come gradually, but in real life, we can have like different masses that are moving independently of each other. And it might happen that when changing altitude, we might hit this boundary, and it might be quite violent. The velocity of the wind is not that high, so it should not be problematic too much, but just something to remember, that it might sometimes happen that the wind direction might change very rapidly when changing altitude under some conditions. All right. Well, we spoke about icing. We don't really need to review the cloud so much. Then let's get into some procedures. I would like to first maybe review the arrival unexpectedly. So let's bring up arrivals. And we have, first of all, we have runway 6 and 24, and the winds are favoring runway 24 actually. Is it so? Or am I no? Or is it just completely perpendicular to it? We have 24, and how much is 231? And of course, this is 31S is written. What is it? No, it's 270 right now. So 270, and I believe we have east deviation here. Do we have, yeah, let's bring up this one. Yeah, we have 16 degrees east. So the actual wind direction, or like magnetic wind direction, will be around 250 or 260. In that case, it actually favors runway 24 as of now, right? Where did I see 310?
Or maybe an older report.
Maybe, yeah.
Or,
If
or
I
in the
go,
TAF, maybe.
was it in the TAF? Oh yeah, I see.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I saw that in the TAF and also in the old report.
Okay.
Okay, but the wind is changing. But anyway, that actually plays into our cards pretty nicely, because I wanted to fly this localizer back course approach. I hope that you are all up for it, because I cannot remember that we ever flew one in here. Maybe once, but not more. I will ask you, have you had a chance to go through the video or text that I sent into the other channel?
I sort of skimmed over the text.
Yeah, I took a look at the video.
All right, so the video was all about the reverse sensing with the standard VOR receiver instrument, where you have this OBS selector and then you have a CDI needle. And what is really counterintuitive or different from everything else is that you really get a reverse sensing needle, and you need to kind of do opposite corrections. And at start, it might actually confuse you. If you have an HSI, which I believe you do in Kodiak, if you're flying Kodiak, and also we in the Comanche, we have HSI, we should get the normal sensing needle if we turn it back. So if we actually point the tail of the needle towards our course, in other words, if we kind of dial front course into that, so that should not be a problem. In all other senses, it's a normal localizer approach. So there is nothing really else to it. If I look at this approach, we have DME required for an lightning system. We should increase something. Visibility, yes. We have minima of quite low minima for a localizer approach. And notice that we have two different sets of minima, right? We have either with the asterisk or without asterisk. So let's find out, I believe, yeah, we can go lower if we are able to kind of do this minimum climb of 2, 4, 3 feet per nautical mile to 780 feet. I would say that in our aircraft we can all do it, so we can use the lower minima. 360 feet, that's quite low. The forecast is for ceiling about 3,500, so we should be really, really okay in that sense. We will be coming from the east, so we won't be flying the arc. We can start at, I don't know even how to pronounce it, Kufku maybe. So I would start there. The thing is that I don't believe this is on any. I don't believe this is on any kind of airway.
It's not on an airway, no.
Not on an airway. So we either need to pretend that we have been vectored to the final approach course, or we can do this halt in lieu of procedure turn when entering here. It's up to you what you will choose, what to do. If we were coming from the arc, then we have the no PT here, and we could omit this holding procedure, but not if we are, for example, flying directly to Kuvo and then we want to join this one. Then we have a step down procedure. I don't. If you notice, then for example, from Kuvu to Okota, we have 12 miles. So we can basically calculate our continuous descent in. Yeah, we can either do like a how is it called, dive and ride or something like that. That we basically descend to the minimum altitude and fly that altitude, and then step down further and fly that altitude. What's more like kind of accepted today, or what's seen as a little bit safer option, is to calculate how much distance you will need to descend, and then start descent at that point and do a continuous descent all the way to the final approach fix. Well, actually, it's defined from the final approach fix, but you can apply it even further. And then, you know, all the way to the missed approach point. And then if you don't see the runway, you execute a missed approach procedure at 0.6 DME from this localizer. In this case, we have round 2, 4, and this is 12, so about 16 miles here, and we need to get to roughly 3,360 feet. So based on your ground speed, you can calculate how fast to descend. I believe that I can bring up the descent table, right? To just give some descent table, not tabletop game. Google knows better than me what I want to find. And on most occasions it would be right, but not this time. So let's say basically feet per nautical mile, and then we have climb and descent angle, right? So yeah, this is feet per nautical mile, and this will be feet per minute, right? These numbers here, if I remember correctly. So let's say that our ground speed is, I don't know, 120 knots. And we want to keep, where is it? Yeah, here it is. We want to keep, let's say, 3 degrees, right, of the descent angle. So that's here. We are going 120 knots. That means that we should be doing 647 feet per minute. of the descent, and then we need to calculate when to start descending. Let's say that I'm flying at 6,000 feet and I need to descend to, let's say, 500 feet, right? So I can calculate it more easy. That is a difference of 5,500 feet. And if I do it like maybe 5,500 divided by 637, then we have that I will be descending for 8 or almost 9 minutes, right? So 9 minutes at 120 knots, that is a distance of 18 nautical miles, if I do my calculations correctly. And that means that at the distance of 18 nautical miles, I should start my descent with this descent rate. And that's also just rough calculations. And I believe that there are like better rough calculations out there without a calculator, but I cannot remember them right now. So yeah, so 18 nautical miles if you are going 120. All right, that means slightly before Kuvo, right? Not 6.3, but maybe 2 miles before that. We can start descending from 6,000. And that is if you are not doing the hold. If you are doing the hold, you can start descending once while doing that hold, and it will be fine. All right, the missed approach is to climb to 1,500, then climbing left turn to 4,000 on heading 100 degrees. And the Deadhorse VOR radial 144 to Uval, which is point that is on this 144 radial at a 16 DME. And then we hold there. Right, and it is like graphically. It's a nice missed approach procedure, to be honest. Too bad we won't probably need it. And yeah. And then, of course, we have a missed approach that requires a minimum climb of some 243 feet per nautical mile, just to 780. So that's the approach. I will, in this one, to... Is it correct? Kufku? Yeah. I will input it here. So at some point, I will be diverting from this this flight path to that. And then let's see what kind of departures we have here. Here we have a little bit of problem because as we saw last time, this Barter Island airport is physically or like at a different location than it should be in our sim. So we will be taking off from this part here. Luckily, it's an island and there's a sea around us, so there is really nothing that we can hit. So let's see what... yeah, it doesn't even have any departure procedures, right? Because there is nothing around. So you basically climb however you see fit. So, and of course we are in the visual conditions up until like 3,000 feet or something. So it should be fine. We'll put that one here. And then I will also like put that one there. And I believe Deadhorse. Could I do that? Yes, so I will fly this one. If we need to fly all the way to the VOR, we still have... No, this is not any kind of initial fix. So yeah, so we would need to be vectored somewhere if needed. But that's fine. Any questions to this? I don't think that it's too much difficult. Because if not, yeah, and I believe that I can just wish you happy flying and see you there.
Happy flying.
Don't get lost in the clouds.
No. Almost definitely won't.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Shame would eat you alive, right?
Oh, it will. It does, always, on a daily basis.
All right. Well, enjoy the flight anyway, and see you there.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Okay. Nice. We have been warming up the engine all the time. So let's turn it off. Just left tank. Today we'll close the door. And let's start the aircraft. Why is the fuel pump on? Okay. Okay. Now that's better. Now we can turn on the fuel pump. You can see that the oil temperature is already in the green, so that's fine. Okay, we have minus 20 degrees. Let's give it... I'll try just 3 strokes, because recently I have been feeling that we're flooding the engine unnecessarily. Okay, so parking brake is on, great. So, clear prop. Okay. All pressure in the green, very nice. We are charging, it's also very nice, great. We'll close these. Hours, 84 hours, it's soon to be time for some kind of check. Okay, we won't be filling in, we have enough fuel today. We will do our flight plan here. And of course, we need to also file the flight plan because we are going IFR, so something I forgot to do. So let's get to it. We will get our code in there. In the meantime, let's configure this. Let's try that again. Okay, sign in. Ah. Seems like we have a problem today. Flying flight plan. Oh, got it again. Great. So call sign. We have Oscar Kilo for the Charlie. IFR. No. IFR. We have PA24 way category light. Today we need to go GPS again. Departure off block, let's say in 10 minutes, maybe sooner. Well, 10 minutes, so now it's 18, so 19, 10, altitude 6,000 feet, airspeed 145. That one, alternate, we had this one, I believe. Yep. Fly that one. And we have flight from here. En route time will be around 45 minutes, let's say. And we have fuel enough for a lot of hours, so let's say 3 hours at least. Route details. That one. Okay. Should be it. Yep. So our squawk for today is 4506. 4506. Yep. And then we will enter our flight path. Roses. Yes, enter. No. That's not correct. Let's see, Roses, Alaska, yes, enter. And then we will do along load airway. T228, I believe. all the way to SCC. Yeah, that looks correct. Load. And that's basically it. I will preview that flight plan. Looks correct. Okay. So back, map. We'll be taking off this way. What kind of runway is it? I don't know if that has the same numbers as the normal airport. It should be way like a different place. It says 07, so I will use like 07 in my call out. Okay. Now I can close this one. I just want more recent. We have altimeter 4006, is it? This is a new one, actually. Yeah, that's a new one. So 4006, 3006. Let's do that. 30. Okay, we already had that. Yeah. Then we need to sync our directional gyro. It's way off. 336 or something like that. See that? Yeah, trim. Great. Well, it looks like that we should be ready to go. Where is the taxiway? There it is. Okay. But if we are ready to go, we'll check the frequency once more. 122.8 it says.
Barter Island traffic, November 36 Foxtrot, Kodiak on the round, taxiing to runway 25, Barter Island.
Barter Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie is a Piper Comanche on the ramp and taxiing to the runway 07 behind the Kodiak. Barter. Brake is off. Yeah, those are working.
Barter Island traffic, November 36 Foxtrot correction, taxiing to runway 07, number 1, Barter Island.
Okay, let's test the engine then. Everything seems to be in the green. Nice.
Barter Island traffic, November 36 Foxtrot, lining up and departing runway 07 for a left downwind departure, Barter Island.
I will also check the carb heat. Alright, and idle. Looks great. Okay, controls. Nice. And there he goes. Okay, so landing lights, strobe lights, fuel pump. We will do pitot heat as well. Our trim is all right.
Traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, taxi runway 25 behind the other
15,
Comanche.
yeah,
Barter.
okay, this looks correct. Barter Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, is Comanche, taking off runway 07, right downwind departure, Barter. Okay, we don't need any flaps today.
Barcelona traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, turning left crosswind, runway 07, Barter Island.
Yeah, runway 07, verified, great. Let's go. Airspeed is alive.
Barter Island traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, turning left downwind, runway 07,
Seems
Barter
like
Island.
wind might be opposite, but right. Okay, gear up. Let's ease up on the engine.
Traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, 2 here, departing runway 7, left downwind departure, Barter Island.
Barter Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning right crosswind, runway 07, Barter Island. Okay, fuel pump off. Barter Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning right down the runway 07 and climbing from 2,000 to 6,000 feet, and final call, Barter Island.
Barter Island traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, downwind, runway 07, climbing to 10,000, departing to the east, correction, departing to the west, final call, Barter Island.
Rainbow.
Barter Island traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, west downwind, runway 7, climb through 1,500 departing to the west, final call.
Oh, we have a rainbow, nice. Okay, today I will try to not to engage autopilot and let's get some instrument time in. I'll be in and out of clouds. Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe fly outside of the clouds after all. But it should be nice as well. least something. At least it will be like beautiful. That's what I wanted to say. Radios in time. And I better keep flying, looking elsewhere, and the aircraft starts deviating. Is this normal? Okay, so we will be using localizer 109.3. So let's actually tune that in. 109.3, we want it there, and we also want to set it up down there. 190.3, yes, and we want distance. We don't have any signal yet, of course, so once we get it, we'll also tune it like the course here on my OBS for my second navigation radio, and 238. Try to keep level at the same time. Here, this one will be reverse sensing, and that one I will turn the other way around, so it's a normal sensing. But so far we are going GPS, and 35 minutes for 86 miles. I believe that we will fly only like 65 miles out of it, so minus 20, that's roughly a quarter of it, so also 1/4 down on the time, and that means that we should fly maybe 20-25 minutes, give or take, 25 or slightly more. Okay, good. We're maintaining 6,000, or we try to maintain 6,000, we try to maintain course, and we are not in the clouds, but the clouds are beautiful. mistaken. We are flying over water, right? Yeah, at least here. Not very safe for us. Should the engine quit, I won't be able to glide there, I believe, but I will try. Those clouds before us, I hope they stay. Land is too far away to glide there, I believe. Or yeah, it doesn't look like. Maybe I will be able to glide towards the left. And of course also, but that would be against the wind, but still the closest distance, or not against the wind, it would be perpendicular to it. It would be a crosswind. Frequency of the approach. AFIS center Deadhorse radio CTAP 123.6. 123.6. So let's do 6.123. Is 258 actually, so 258 is right about there. But of course it's impossible to sync the gyro with, is it just wobbles too much. Some columnar. I just turned it a few degrees because that seems to be the smart thing to do. Okay. I wanted to ask Christian, how do clouds look like in 2024?
Yeah, I guess kind of improved.
Yeah.
Towards, yeah.
Because today there are a lot of clouds, so I believe that you your eyes can feast.
Yeah, I'm at 10,000, so I'm above the clouds. Yeah, looks really nice.
I'm also above the clouds for now, but I'm heading into some right now. Well, right now, maybe in 5-10 minutes we'll be there, but...
Yeah, I'm heading towards the wall, so I guess it won't last long anymore.
Yeah, I have that wall in front of me as well. I can see your lights unrealistically above me, in the front. But as from what I see, you should be above those clouds anyway, right?
Yeah, right now I am, but I guess in a few minutes I'll be inside the clouds again.
But because you will descend, or because there are some clouds in your way?
In my way.
Because from what
I guess I could climb to 14,000, but it's kind of a short flight, so...
From what it looks like from my perspective, I would like kind of guess that those clouds all go only to like 8,000, not higher. But maybe I have a wrong perspective. Always possible.
Sometimes I also misjudge it sometimes.
Yeah. I will be entering clouds in 1 minute or so.
I'll just keep the engine in bypass for now. Just some slight icing on climb, but now I'm clear of any ice. And I guess 24 performs way better for me than 2020.
And what system do you have? 11? No, you have Linux, right?
I have Windows 11 and I guess for the most part it's because it makes proper use of multi-core CPUs now.
Yeah, I must, switch, but how long did it take for you to reconfigure? You remember?
Maybe a Sunday, a rainy Sunday.
So really, like the whole day almost?
No, not the whole day.
Yeah, because I'm dreading that.
Maybe half a day. I don't have that much custom configuration. Most of that was like fiddling with the graphics, so it looks good and still performs kind of well.
Yeah, that's the main thing for me. I believe that at the same time I will also update my graphics driver because it's like 2 years old now. But it's working, so I don't tend to, upgrade something that's working. Because simulator was especially prone to be sensitive to a version of the driver.
I keep upgrading every other month or so, and so far it hasn't caused any trouble for me. But I remember there was a phase when 2020 was really like susceptible to driver issues.
Yeah. Still remembering those days, so. Well, I guess I will find some YouTube videos, as I have before, of tips and tricks to increase performance. It always worked for me when I followed, those special graphics settings, installing the drivers without the overhead of, those performance programs and so on. So I believe that I will follow the same.
Also check out ahead of time if your favorite add-ons work with...
I have only one favorite add-on, and that's my Comanche, and that now has a native 2024 version, so...
Oh, okay, nice.
That's all I care about, really, at this point. A little bit sad that if I want a PMDG, I will need to buy that again. But since I fly it like maybe once per 2 years, then I don't know. It's still some time before we need to hop in the chat.
Yeah.
And I mean like...
I kind of bought... oh, sorry.
Continue.
Well, I kind of bought the Honda jet because I wanted to have it.
Yeah. Have you flown it yet?
To find out. Yeah, it's like a short-range jet, so it can't make it to Hawaii.
But you can simulate in-flight refueling, right?
Yeah, just call it a ferry flight and set fuel to infinite. And that's that.
Yeah, you can have this. Well, you know, I believe there is no problem to kind of climb on the airframe, you know, with the with the canister, you know, and just fill in some jet fuel, right?
Yeah. Just instead of the cabin seats, you just put additional tanks in there. And
I still remember reading about that flight in like 60 or 70 that they did with Cessna. They stayed in the air for like 2 months, was it?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Read up on it, it's really interesting story, you know. Spent 2 months flying non-stop in a Cessna.
Oh my.
Refueling from the, you know, from the truck that was like matching speed on the ground.
Why would you do this to yourself?
I believe it was part. Yeah, it was actually a campaign to prove that the piston engines in those aircraft are reliable because it kept running for 2 months straight. They obviously had custom, you know, way how to fill in oil, right? While flying and so on, while it was running. But still, you know, that engine must have been like a write-off after that. But like 2 months, that's 60 days or something. I believe it was more than 2 months actually, but 60 days times 24 hours, it's like 1200. Yeah, it is, right? 300, like 1300 hours or something like that. Oh my god, that's like 1,100, you know, checks.
Yeah, I really have to trust that engine.
Well, of course they could have landed, right, if it quitted, but it didn't. Yeah, it was part of the campaign to actually prove that it's like engines are reliable there, like then already. But imagine spending like 2 months in that crappy aircraft. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Eating, sleeping, shitting.
Yeah.
In a Cessna 172. I wonder if they had that whole like old trains, right? Where you dump it directly on the tracks.
Yeah.
Probably not.
My goodness.
And you know, no shower. It must have been just 2 guys. Well, yeah, that was a feat, for sure.
Ew, no, ice. Ooh, stay away.
What?
Started to ice over my aircraft.
Oh. Changed, I know, navigate directly to Kufku from this point. I have been cleared there, haven't you?
Yeah. Wait a
I
bit
have.
longer. Or will I? Yeah, maybe if I... Once I'm within 35 miles from it. Maybe, probably.
I am 30 miles from it, and you are ahead of me. I mean, from Kufku, not from the destination.
Yeah. How's that work?
Sorry?
How does that work? I'm mathematically challenged right now.
Kufku is about like 20 miles closer, right, than the destination.
Yeah.
That's good that you can be challenged, you know, or you can challenge yourself.
Yeah, I'm challenged, alright. At least my airspeed is correct. I fired 150 and I'm doing 148, so almost right.
Bad boy.
Guess it's time to clear myself for the approach now. How does that go again? Oh, here it is.
Struggling with instruments.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how to activate the approach, but I remembered.
Don't forget to activate the back course approach. Special button.
Yeah, I'm not using autopilot for the approach.
Okay. Not even the director.
Not even the director. I'm using it right now in cruise.
Today I'm not, but normally when I'm flying like this amount of like straight and level, I would, but today no, since I'm going into clouds and out, I just wanted to get some instrument time in, even if simulated only. Okay, it's time for some calculations. I want to descend 20. Then it's another 20 there after Kufku. And I want to descend then by like only 500 feet per nautical mile if I can. And it takes me 8 minutes to fly 20 miles at the current speed. So that means that I need 16 minutes that I have left in flight, roughly. And if I want to, let's say, descend to 500, that's 11 minutes. So once I'm 3 minutes outside of Kufku, I will start descending at the rate of 500 feet per minute, and that should give me just enough time to descend. And I hope that I have not made any mistake there. minutes until I start my descent. And I will switch fuel tanks right now. Up to question here. It's just above me. I will not be able to see him, but he's there. He's descending right on top of me. Good. Oh, not good, but yeah. Until I start my descent. 3 plus 8 is 11. Yes, okay, well, maybe 2 minutes and it can be a little bit straight. So starting 2 minutes. There he is. One minute. Fly right one after each other. That's all right. Oh, have I seen the lightning there in front of me? Not looking properly. Not good. Anyway, let's start our descent. And I will bring this chart onto my different screen so I can reference it more easily. Still don't have a signal from the localizer, which is strange to be honest. There he is. Turn on my carb heat.
So, who wants to go first? I think we are exactly equal in speed.
That's alright, we go at once. There is no controller.
Alright.
I might shave a bit off of your tail, but...
just like make you crash with my prop wash. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, strong talks. What is the proper English term for trash talk?
Trash
Yeah.
talk.
Trash talk, right? Okay. Not strong talk, like trash talk. Okay, so I'm turning off the map, GPS map here, so I'm not tempted. And I need to do need to point my needle the other way. Great how we ended up like at the same position at the same time. It's uncanny.
The city isn't large enough for both of us.
There was some trash talk.
Might even do simultaneous landing. I forgot to check the weather.
Let's see if the course is properly inverted. Yeah, it is. I think. I'm not sure. More ice. You.
I will actually slow down because I need to have the time to extend my landing gear and so on. So
That's why you use fixed gear.
and have it drag through the air the whole time.
Yeah, of course.
No way.
Like retractable gear is for people with insufficient horsepower, you know.
With unlimited bank account, right?
Yeah, unlimited virtual money.
There's
Yeah, I need to slow down a bit too. You're not wrong.
Deadhorse traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Piper Comanche with a Kodiak below me on a 10 mile final to runway 24. Deadhorse.
Deadhorse traffic, November 36 Foxtrot, type Kodiak 10 mile. Final runway 24 with a Comanche behind me, Deadhorse.
thought I was on top of you.
Maybe. On top and behind. No, seriously, I'm not sure. Somehow my traffic thingy doesn't work. Oh no, there it is.
And
I actually cut.
And I've
No, you're sitting on top of me. Yeah, right on top of me.
yeah, I have switched off the map, so
Yeah. This is gonna be good.
I'll extend my landing gear and slow down a little bit, so you have a chance to surpass me.
I'm just going flaps 1 for now. You know, because if I keep... I hope there's no icing down here, because if there's icing on approach, I have to keep above a certain speed.
Now I descended too fast and I need to actually level out the flight. What have I done? 3 miles before I can pass 1,600.
Gives you time to set up for the approach.
Oh yeah. I'm already slow enough, so that's fine.
Just... Let's hope windshield de-ice is enough. Yeah, you're right behind me.
Yeah, I see you. So we land right after each other. Yeah. Guide me in.
I'll just switch to hand flying now, so that I think... Oh yeah, that will be hard.
Switched only now?
Deadhorse traffic, Kodak 36 Foxtrot, 4 mile final runway 24, Deadhorse.
Deadhorse traffic was calculable, Papa Charlie about 0.5 miles behind Comanche, final runway 24. So behind Kodiak, sorry. Runway 24, Deadhorse.
Did you just call me a Comanche?
Yes,
Unbelievable.
I did. You're quite low, aren't you?
Yeah, so much for my continuous descent.
Well, I need to level out at 1,602.
Why at 1,300?
Does it have 2 runways? Sorry, 1,600. Does it have 2 runways? That's strange.
Looks like it.
It's completely wrong, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe it has more runways and... No, it shouldn't have more runways. It should be a taxiway. Oh my god.
Deadhorse traffic, Kodak 36 Foxtrot, short final runway 24, full stop landing. Deadhorse.
So which one's the right one? I have no idea.
The left one.
Yeah, just
The other should
that's
be
what
taxiway.
the back course is aligned with anyway. So
Deadhorse traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, almost shaving off the Kodiak's tail and landing runway 24. Deadhorse. You stepped to the right. Why?
no, I didn't. Just distracted, head down, and it's kind of weird, of course, for me.
Okay.
So I guess not intentionally.
Oh, there is a yellow cross on that.
Yeah.
That's strange. So we should not be landing here. I won't tell if you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the ground behind you, so no problem.
Yeah. Keep some space for you.
I believe
Slightly to the
that
right.
here in Alaska, the simulator cannot really keep correct.
Yeah.
It's like either the weather is wrong or the layout is completely bogus.
Yeah, I descended way too fast after Okota. Oh, probably because out of practice.
So no excuse, in other words.
No. Don't have one, don't need one. I just say I suck.
That's valid, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll park at some small space, small parking place. E36. That seems like a good parking designation. Aviation related, right? That was some kind of aircraft, P-36. Wasn't it? Alright, we are on the ground, so I hope that you enjoyed the flight. I believe that it was a very nice flight today. We even encountered some weather, which is always good for some practice. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.